Hello and welcome to my channel. This is Darcy's Misadventures with Mixed Media, and that's my chair making a loud noise as I roll it towards the desk and squeak. Okay, let's not try not to pay attention to the squeaking. So how many of you participated in ephemera? I did. And if you're not on Instagram, you might not have realized that I did. I can't remember if I showed the first, I can't remember. Anyway, so I did mine digitally. And then I printed them out, and I'm going to put them in this little tag journal that I made, which I did not make a video of, sorry. Basically, I cut the tags, and then I left a 1/2 inch piece on the side, and then that 1/2 inch piece I just glued to make this little accordion thing. So hopefully you can kind of see how I did that. And then this is just a piece of the ephemera, and I made a pocket on the front. And I think the only other thing I did is I did a pocket on the back. And I think I might have done it. Oh, number 9 is a tuck spot. I reprinted it though, so if I want to put it somewhere else, I can. I was like anxious to play, and so like around mid-December, I started playing. So I will show you real quick the 25 pieces that I made. So this was number 1. And that was fluff and mason jar. So like these are kind of fluff back here, and then the mason jar, and then hedgehog was the animal. And number 2, splatter and playing card. So I used this game card, which, you know, you use it to play a game with. So I figured playing card. I went a little against the, and then giraffe was the animal, and splatters. Oh yeah, there's splatters on there. I could add more splatters if I want to. And then number 3, these are extra pieces, was bright colors and journaling cards. So I have this background because I'm working on some just fun, colorful backgrounds, similar to the cat digital that I made, but with more than just pink, red, and yellow, and orange. Adding more colors. And then the penguin. See, this is why I can't like sell this or give this away as a digital, because I made these for personal use so that I could use this penguin. And that's from DeviantArt. Oh, I can't remember the guy's name, but I did put his name on Instagram when I put that out. So that was number 3. Number 4 was recycled art and coin envelope. So I made a coin envelope. And the animal was turtle, so I looked up recycled art turtle, and I found that, and I thought he was really cute, so I just used him. And then number 5 was 5 was number or sentiment, so I've got the number 5. I have the number on all of them. And ticket, and so there's a ticket behind the bees, and bees was the animal. And this was actually the most popular one on Instagram. It got the most likes. And this is one. I have some tag backgrounds. I hope to get into them onto Kobe soon. And then number 6. See, I circled the 6. So remember that was day 6. Feathers and bingo card, and the animal was elephant. And I don't know about you guys, but elephant and feather, I think Dumbo. And so I did find some fan art, which is, I think it was a watercolor. And I changed the color. Oh, and then pink for cancer. Breast cancer awareness, and that was for Rhonda without an H. Rhonda Winstead, love you, girl. And so I just changed the color of the bingo card to be pink and matched his little, yeah, it's very matchy with the gray and the pink, but, oh, and changed his outfit to be pink too. So, yep, that was 6, and day 7 was a loaded card. So I have to decide which one I want to use. This one's like on just 32-pound paper. And so it's just a tag. And then this one, it wasn't folding right when I first did it, but it seems to be doing okay. So this one I might use. This one's on cardstock, and so I glued it together so there'd be pockets. So this one would be more loaded. And then this is from 2018. I had some pictures of me with my grandparents. My grandpa died 2019. So this was not the last time I saw him, but close to it, and we had a really fun time. So I did a folded pocket, which had pockets in the middle and pockets on the side, and I've got little bits to put in there when I put it in the journal, and I added a pocket to the back. And then 8, and you notice there's not a number 8 on there, but 5 plus 3 equals 8. It was beads and postage stamp. Do you see the beads? The beads of water. Yes, I have to like think outside the box because that's how I prefer to. And then the stamp dangles, I made them dangle on the chain. That way I didn't have to actually make a dangle because it's kind of hard to do that on a digital. So I had to think a little bit differently. And this overlay back here is from Manu Design Studio. And the background is just one of my backgrounds. Stamps are from New York Public Library. The chains, found the chains and the flower online. And then number 9 was collage fodder and junk mail. So I had this envelope, which I think was from Jessica, one of Jessica Rapp's kits that she has. It's like, I don't know, like 700 pieces of ephemera. I got it when it was on sale. Excuse me. It's a digital. So I have like lots to use from there. And then the animal was partridge. So I found a baby grosbeak. Oh, I don't know. It's considered one of the It's considered a partridge. So what did I say? Collage fodder and junk mail. And then I just used, some book page and a ticket and a piece of background that I had. And then also water. I changed the color on the tulip. It was pink. And that was just a watercolor that I had. So that was number 9. Number 10 was leaves, envelope. So I made this, had the template from the Graphics Fairy. And I was actually able to get this to match up. That was miraculous because I did not have my matchbook line up right. And the owl was the bird. And then I just overlaid a stamp for the 10. And there were leaves and the owl. So I just like that. And then number 11 was handmade stamp and jumbo tag. So I did a digital stamp that I created and overlaid that onto one of my backgrounds. And did the toucan, which I got from Dreams Time. Just found that little 11 online. So I like how he came out. I might have got a little too matchy-matchy with his blue on his face, but that's okay. Day 12 was lace and postcard. So there was a postcard. I can't remember. It might have been one of Jessica's. I can't remember. And then a little piece of lace, which is from, the Graphics Fairy is where I got that from. And then the number 12 I found online and, altered it. And the bunnies from Dreams Time. So that was that. And then number 13, lucky 13, acetate and banner. Well, how do you do acetate on a digital? You know what I did? I found the elemental formula and put it on there. And then we had the banner. It's a banner, right? Number 13. Yeah, banner. So I have the little flag banner, and then seahorse was the animal. And then these backgrounds here are from PM Artist Design Studio. They do more than just stencils, people. They've got digitals too, and they print out really nicely too. And that's what this one is too, also PM Artist Design Studio. Now, when I printed this one, when I made it, and then I thought I had the 14 the way I was going to need it, but I didn't. But then it ended up being too short anyway. See, it was supposed to be if I was able to flip that up, but it wasn't. So I didn't have it long enough. It's hard to do that. So I just reprinted it and cut off this part to have on the front. And then if I don't put it in, if I don't glue it down, this will still show on the back, which will still be pretty. So that was pattern, which we have this pattern and this pattern and this pattern, lots of patterns. And matchbook, and I'll put some paper in this at some point. But or it could just be jumbled in the way it is. But I did leave like a quarter of an inch there so that I could put paper in it and it wouldn't be overly bulky. Day 15 was metal and photo. So I have this ampersand, I always say it wrong, from Dreams Time, which is metal. And the photograph, which I altered, that is my Gram when she was little. And just the way she was looking up, I thought it was perfect with the flamingo. And so that was fun. And then day 16 was packaging and index card booklet, which is funny because other people think of packaging as stuff comes in, and I think of packaging as stuff you mail. So I have, for packaging, I have the tape and the address, the parcel post thing. And then I actually found a little index card to stick on there, and then that @ sign is on there. And raccoon was the animal for that day, and that's one of my tag backgrounds too. Day 17, oh wow, rust and bookmark. So Manu Design Studio. That's where this rusty fence came from. Also where this overlay came from with this moth. I know it's a butterfly. I don't care. I still used it. And I made it just taller and thinner like a bookmark. That's all. And then this was kind of hard to do because it was a license plate, but I wanted to end it, so, you know, I had to do some pasting and whatnot. 18 was handmade stencil. No, that's right. The other one was stamp. The handmade stamp. What was the... Anyway, this one was handmade stencil. I did a digital stencil again, and just kind of made it like rocks, and then got my watercolor overlay there, and then this was from DeviantArt too, which is funny because the guy actually didn't like his fish, and I'm like, I like your fish. I changed it to orange. It was blue. And then day 19 is fabric and page tab. So I found different fabrics online and made a little fabric collage, but digitally. And then I had this come off the side, so you'll see, I'll put it on the side of a page, and it will stick off out as a tab. And number 20 was grunge. So we've got the grunge and the coffee splatter and whatnot, and snippet strips. So I've got all these little snippets on here, and I was able to tear it. I still have to ink it, but I was able to tear it, which is nice. And then mouse. This was hard. Doing this little circle here with the rip paper and adding my own paper. That was, I did it though. I saved it. I made sure I saved it. But yeah, that took some figuring out. But I thought he'd be really cute poking out of the paper like that. And I haven't backed this one yet. But number 21 was button and tea bag. This is actually, if you go to my Instagram, it says where I found it. Somebody had embroidered a tea bag, and it was so pretty. So I just used it as a layer. And then this overlay back here, the words back there is Manu Design Studio. That's Manu Design Studio. And just Kanga and Rue. It's another reason that I can't sell these, because Disney. This is also Manu Design Studio. And then a grungy 21 I found online. And 22 is flower and... No, 20... Where's 22? Oh, I have these backwards. Water and envelope insert. So this is a deposit slip, which you would put in an envelope and give it to your banker, or he would give it back to you in your envelope with your money or whatever, you know. So that was my envelope insert. Hamster, I took a photograph of a hamster from online and adjusted it to a watercolor filter. So that's where the water is, the watercolor filter. And then there's the flower. 23 was flower and, wait, that was flower. What was it? Oh, envelope insert, and yeah, but he's got a flower too. Flower and paper doll. So I had a doodle that I did during Inktober, and I colored her digitally, and that's a little tricky too. And the animal was monkey, so I put the monkey on her shirt, and that was like a coloring page that I just, you know, edited and put on there. And then the flowers from Dreams Time, and then I used this piece here, which is from the Graphics Fairy, and you know, made a longer line of them so they could be kind of like washi. And then number 24 was coffee or tea and specimen card. So I used this frame to be like my specimen, and then coffee is the specimen. This is the chemical formula for coffee extract. That was the closest thing I could find. And then we have a little microscope down here and a little label for coffee up there. And then Dragonfly was the animal, so he's just flying there randomly. And some coffee splatters and background that I've got. And then number 25, Christmas Day, was leather and ATC. Oh, this did not print ATC size. That's right. I forgot to print it ATC size. So what I may do is just use this as a, I don't know what I might do. Maybe I'll like cut around him and then make it a little like tuck spot for an ATC. Maybe I'll do that because I do have some ATCs. But this grungy overlay back here is from Manu Design Studio. The bird is from Dreams Time. Found this online. So it's a little leather tag from some Levi Strauss jeans. And then one of my backgrounds. And then I made these little things on here. Little marks. Because it needed something because it was like really empty down there. But I didn't want to put another label necessarily. So I did some mark making. phone call and had to stop the video. So, so this is what I made for Ephemera, and I'll do, the next video will be me putting them in the journal. So if you just wanted to see what I made, you're good. And if you want to see how I put them in the journal, come back for the next video. I hope you all have a delightful day. If you participated in Ephemera, whether you put it online or just kept it to yourself, let me know. I'd love to know in the comments. Have a delightful day, guys. Love you.